Hello, I'm Esther Gitu. It's Friday, September 23rd. This is Africa 54.
Thousands of people have been displaced by the conflict in Ethiopia's Oromia region, while an airstrike in Tigray killed one person. We'll have a report. And in our entertainment report, Heather Maxwell features Seun Kuti, band leader of the legendary Afrobeats band Egypt 80 and son of Fela Kuti. Those stories and much more on today's Africa 54.
We begin in the Horn of Africa, where one person was killed in a fresh airstrike on Ethiopia's rebel-held Tigray on Friday. According to the region's biggest hospital, Kibrom Gebreselassie of the Ida Referral Hospital in Mekelle told Reuters a drone attack on the city's Adi Hausi area wounded a 60-year-old cattle herder who died on the way to hospital. There have been at least 5 airstrikes in Mekelle since fighting between Tigrayan forces and the national government and its allies resumed on August 24th, breaking a 5-month-old ceasefire. Ethiopian authorities have not commented on the strikes. Still in Ethiopia, the UN says thousands of people have been displaced by the conflict in the Oromia region, where the rebel Oromo Liberation Army has been launching attacks since June, and Amhara region militias have been accused of abuses against civilians. Reporter Henry Wilkins visited a displacement camp in Debre Birhan to speak to those fleeing the conflict.
Zainab Ali Saeed and her sister arrived in this camp in Debre Birhan the day before VOA visited in September. She fled her town located 100 kilometers from Ethiopia's Addis Ababa after 2 of her children were killed by the Oromo Liberation Army, OLA, because of their Amhara ethnicity, she says.
I have lost my 2 kids. One of them, they found his body at the local gas station. The OLA must have killed him on his way there as he drove a tuk-tuk. He was 25. His brother was 20.
Asked why the violence had suddenly spread to their hometown, Zainab's sister said she doesn't know what happened to the peaceful coexistence between ethnic Amharas and Oromos.
We used to live and eat together. We didn't see any danger coming. The first we knew of it was the attack. That is it. If they had told us, we would have left.
She told VOA she has never known violence like this. Stories like theirs are becoming more common. Rights groups are referring to the fighting in Oromia as Ethiopia's other conflict, separate from the one in the Tigray region. Analysts warn that the fighting in Oromia is a major threat to Ethiopia's federal government, led by Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed. The violence stems not just from the OLA, but also ethnic Amhara militias killing Oromo people. Data from the Armed Conflict Location and Event Data Project shows hundreds of civilians have been killed by Amhara militias in the last year. The manager of this camp for displaced people, known as China Camp, says it didn't exist in January. Violence in the Oromia conflict has increased